recipe from a cookbook did the potion come. It was just hooker and heat, consumed and shared as you went along. I needed some candy-o, so I hot-wired one of the cars and went looking for some tender prey. And from her to eternity, whether it be your funeral, my trial, I will make sure the firstborn is dead. For I am the good son. I will come out kicking against the pricks, and will let love end Henry's dream. And in his nocturama, the boatman's call of murder ballads and abattoir blues played by the lyre of Orpheus will surely prove that God is in the house, and I will have to dig Lazarus dig. I am now unchained, a solitary man, the storyteller with a personal file of 100 miles of bitter tears, and ain't no grave safe when the man comes around. Naturally, like any troubadour, I danced like a grasshopper under the shades of a Cajun moon towards the blues. I am a child of the street, and there is no two of a kind. I entered the church of rhythm and sweat, and after the seance continued on the blurred crusade, where in the remote luxury of my heyday, I could sing songs about starfish, sometime, anywhere. I headed to the black market, where I would cut the crap and give them enough rope to hang the enemies that come back rock. After the clash, I would have London calling, and this would make me get happy. My aim is true. The 10 Bloody Marys I left for the armed forces that punch the clock will know I am no American fool. I am a spaceman in a satin suit, and their celibate rifles are just heaven on a stick and will not be able to turn a blind ear to my platters du jour of kiss, kiss, bang, bang, your fried Peggy suicide. During the commotion, I snared some rattlesnakes, more easy pieces for my potion. I would now head east and have my breakfast at Sweetheart's, where a 13, you're beautiful and you're mine, would serve my circus animals until the cold chisel. I had to say goodbye to her. Your Disraeli gears do not turn my wheels of fire. I can no longer cream the sunshine of your love. I was backless. The slow hand of my timepieces had brought me another ticket to 461 Ocean Boulevard. Here I'll become unplugged, turn into a reptile, eat some yardbirds, then go riding with the king towards the crossroads. He would tell me Boomer's story about a man who traveled into the Purple Valley to Paris, Texas, where he could bop to your drop. I thought this might be my river rescue. He left me with a country Joe, and now I feel like I'm fixing to die. This electric music for the mind and body was no child's play. Another Joe said it's a luxury you can afford, so with a little help from my friends, I encased myself in Sheffield steel, and now I can stand a little rain. I love it to death. From the inside, it's like school's out and goes to hell, all lace and whiskey. Welcome to my nightmare in the Cosmos factory. Was this the American dream? I had come so far and was still a long way from Four-Way Street. The captain of a matchbox whoopee band introduced me to a Wangaratta Wahine. She thought she was going on a date with Elvis in the psychedelic jungle. Instead, she came home saying, "Look, Mum, no head. It's off the bone." The smell of female from the flame job gave me the cramps, and I knew I would stay sick until the songs the Lord taught us became bad music for bad people. I needed to keep the faith if I wanted to find the cure. Went to the top of the head on the door and was granted 17 seconds with the 3 imaginary boys. They told me my pornography of kiss me, kiss me, kiss me was a disintegration of my mixed up wild mood swings and that boys don't cry. So I made a wish. Was Standing on a beach, free, underneath the Mexican moon, bloodletting a concrete blonde. And then walking in London to the Sonic Temple with the cult of my dream time, I performed the ceremony of electric love. A black-eyed man at the Trinity session was screaming, "We've got to lay it down. What's off Earth now?" I would need to ride the caution horses if I was ever going to start my long journey home. Even though I felt safe as milk, the electricity that flowed through my mirror man felt like a crown of thorns, and I was landlocked in my own Babylon. The commitments I had brought me into the crossfire. I would need to move for some tension release. Go down below to the cruel sea. Even though this is not the way home, I had a black stick to give a three-legged dog, and after the honeymoon is over, and it won't be over easy, I'll need to take some giant steps and get consolidated with friendly fashion on Cypress Hill until the next Black Sunday when I would be dead man cat in my corduroy pants and create high havoc. They will be counting crows until August and everything after, because I am the fiddle man. In the eye of the beholder, I seemed like a tightly knit motorcade of generosity with my showroom of compassion and offer of cake. But that was only prolonging the magic of the comfort eagle until the pressure chief needed a new fashion nugget. I would go, "Hey man, smell my finger," and find some new crash test dummies. And as God shuffled these feet, I lost my brain once again and was in a zoot suit riot with the cherry poppin' daddies. I found a colored stone, a black rock from the red center. She was a real tub thumper when we did the Chumbawamba. But I knew she would eventually surrender to my chemical brothers and with a push of a button, exit planet dust. After this X and Y, a rush of the blood to the head from a cold plate would open the parachutes of the long black veil. The chieftains had given me the crystal method, and I went to Vegas with my legion of boom. I broke down the barricades and brick walls to where a good tip for a good time is to go to where the wicked is music. My crazy penis stayed in the cat empire for so many nights, I came out with only 2 shoes and a chopped cheese platter. All the cosmic psychos yelled, "Are you off your crud?" I said, "No. If I have 10 new songs of love and hate, and a chicken foot for my potion that lets me shame and sin."